All right. And Amanda, if you want to introduce yourself a little bit too, just in case there's anybody new on, that'd be rocking.
All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Amanda Waite. I am a semi-new diamond. I say new. It's only been like a month. Kind of been at this for a little over a year, but for really at it since like January with the help of Joan and actually finding out why I want to do this, what pushes me to do it. I'm a mom of a 2.5-year-old. I'm a nurse practitioner. I work for the University Hospital here in Charleston for the trauma surgery group. So I'm pretty busy, but this kind of is my jam, and I love doing it and helping others. So Joan asked me to talk about running challenge groups. So in the beginning, challenge groups to me were, I really didn't get it, and they kind of would die on me. So I had to dig and listen to other coaches talk about what helped them and actually tried it out. And it's kind of hit or miss for me. Sometimes things work, sometimes they don't. So we're just going to go over a few things that have worked for me and hopefully some tips that will help you get your challenge groups running. Stop me if you have any questions or whatever. My whole screen is the slide, so I can't see anybody if anybody writes anything, so stop me if anybody has questions. So the first thing, which is usually the hardest for me, is to come up with a name. My husband's super good at coming up with corny names, corny fun names, so I kind of make him get into it with me as well. Make it fun, maybe coordinate it with a season or just something hilarious. My first challenge group, my original coach was Megan. She used to be on the team. Her group is Fall into Fitness because it was started in the fall. And then there was another one, Summertime Slim Down. One of my current groups I'm running right now, we're doing Hammer and Chisel. So I called it Chisel into Summertime, or Chisel to Summertime, just because it's all, I think we end in 2 weeks. So it's just about at the end of summer. And my main group that everybody goes into, I've called Bringing Sexy Back, just because I love the way my back has started to look, and I really focus on my back. So, and who doesn't love a little JT? So with your group, you want to introduce yourself, have people know who you are. A lot of the people that have come to my challenge groups, I personally know. I've either worked with them or they're a friend of a friend, or I used to work out with them. I used to do CrossFit 4 years ago, for 4 years prior to that. And I've actually brought some CrossFitters into our challenge groups, which has been awesome. Let them get to know you. I haven't been around a lot of the people that are in my groups for a long time, and I'm changed. I mean, I'm a mom now, so I'm a completely different person than I was. You know, give them the basics, where you live, if you're married, you have kids, what you do, what's your favorite program, why is it your favorite program. Hammer and Chisel is my all-time favorite program because it kicks my ass into gear and shreds me. What you're currently doing and what flavor Shakeology your drink. What's your favorite? Why do you not like this kind and like this kind? And it really explain what challenge groups have done for you. I can go do workouts on my own, no problem, but a challenge group brings everybody together. And once you have that community and all those other people motivating you, my first group, I think Megan was the only person I knew. So I knew no one else in that group. But all the motivation and encouragement that every single person brought to you, you're like, I don't feel like working out today, or I had a bad day, why do I have to keep going? They just kept you going, and seeing people actually put up their posts of, I got my workout in, well, great, I can do it too then. I mean, if these people are doing it, why can't I? And how you got where you're at. I have come a long way. I used to think I was in fit because I did CrossFit, but I really wasn't. I guess I was strong, but I had horrible form, injured myself. This has taken me a really long way. I learned so much about nutrition, still to this day learning about nutrition, learning so much about your body, listening to your body. Just the little details that you can give your challengers, that you're going to learn a lot, and that you are physically still learning. And that you do struggle. Just because you are the leader of the challenge group or the coach doesn't mean you don't struggle. Doesn't mean you work out every single day, eat all your portion containers, you don't have a glass of wine, and you don't drink or eat your chocolates. I struggle too. All coaches struggle. I mean, we're not perfect, we're human. So they need to know that, because if you're portraying that you're showing, here's my workout, here are my meals today, if I only put up the good meals of the day, they'll never know that I have wine and chocolate. But you have to show you're human as well. Set your expectations. This is something that in the beginning I really didn't do. And once I did set the expectations for what I wanted the challengers to do to get the most out of the group, a lot more interaction happened. You know, you want them to post their foods throughout the day. You want them to post their workouts. You want them to say, hey, this is what I'm struggling with. Or this workout kicked my ass today. This workout was super easy. Oh, this whole thing seems so easy. Up your weights then. You know, give them little suggestions. And make sure you're and having them comment on other people's posts. There was a lot of people in the beginning, they would post their workout, but no one would comment on it but me. And you have to set that expectation for them. And make sure you're showing up. You need to be participating in the groups if you want your challengers to. Show your workouts. Show that you're drinking your Shakeology. Show your meals. I am the worst at remembering to take my picture of my shake in the morning, because I am grabbing that along with my 2.5-year-old out the door. And to remember to take a picture is really hard for me. I tell them I drink it, but there's just no picture proof. Share your struggles, what you're struggling with. You know, the weight seemed super heavy today. I didn't drink enough water today. Anything. Or, I'm really craving chocolate, or I really want that glass of wine, but I'm really trying not to. Show your non-scale victories. I feel like non-scale victories are humongous, and challengers that just begin, I don't think get that. They're super focused on that scale. I have a lot of people ask, the scale's not budging. I want to see a particular number. I've been doing this for only a week. It's easy for you to say, listen, throw the scale away, look at your clothes, but, women know, men do too. But I think women really, we get focused on that scale. We grow up, you're supposed to be a certain size. You're supposed to have a certain number on that scale, and it's really not about that. So, I shared that, oh my God, I had to go buy new clothes, or I bought my very first pair of size 2 pants, or, just whatever. The hell with the scale. I hate the scale. And share things that you've learned along the way. I mean, I'm in a different spot now, even than I was a month ago. So it's a total learning process the entire way. Whether you're a beginner challenger or a coach, you're going to continue to learn. A huge thing that I do with my challenge groups, and I don't know if everybody does, but I have my group be a secret, so nobody can search it, nobody can find it. Only the people who are in it know about it, because you're sharing a lot of intimate and very personal and a lot of detail that a lot of people don't want to share. Beginning of the year, I think I did a group, and I was like, please share me your before and after pictures. And I share mine. I mean, I don't care anymore. And people are like, are you sure no one is going to look in this group? Because I think I saw somebody in here I didn't know was in here. And so I let them know, this is secret. No one's going to see anything inside of here but us. So that's, I think, a huge thing. Make each day fun. Come up with some fun little posts for the day. Everybody knows about Motivational Monday, Never Miss a Monday. Transformation Tuesday, one of your transformations. I do Water Challenge Wednesday. That's one of my things. Then we, take a picture of our water, say, hey, I'm going to drink this many today. That's my goal. So I challenge people to take their picture with their water. Everybody loves doing that one. There's Thirsty Thursday you could do about your Shakeology, your favorite Shakeology recipe. And I do Flex Friday every Friday, just because I think it's fun. So here's your little things that you can do. This first one only has Monday through Friday, but the other one has Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, I have like Saturday sweaty selfie, and Sunday is usually my rest day, but I do Sunday fun day. So where to find daily motivational quotes? Because I know when I first started, I'm like, where are people finding these posts to put up? Like, these are really good. I can't believe they come up with them themselves. We have so many resources in the back office for every single program, or for even, I personally just found this a couple months ago, the multi-program challenge group posts that you can post. It's amazing. It's something different every day. I do come up with some days, but again, in the morning I'm in such a hurry, I just post them in there. So look, there's a lot of things out there. Just copy and paste, or if you have the time, just come up with your own, I guess. So something that super duper helped me get my challengers more engaged was to do a challenge posting system. So what it is, you come up with points for their post just to increase the interaction in your group. So if somebody posted their sweaty selfie, it's 5 points. A picture with your shake is 15 points. Your food container count per meal was 20 points. Non-scale victory is 30 points. And transformation photos, I give 100 points because barely anybody posts those. So if you post them, you're kind of getting way outside of your comfort zone, and you're getting 100 points for that. So I do it for a week, and whoever has the most points gets a prize. Who doesn't like a prize or gift? You know, anything. So that's really helped boost the interaction within the groups. And I kind of have to, because we did it 2 weeks ago, and I was like, we're going to continue to do this, you know, keep everything coming, and it kind of slacks off. So you got to like re-engage, like, okay, our point system is back up. This is what you're going to go for. I don't usually tell them the gift that they're getting, just because I don't even know what they're going to get, whether it's a shirt, a water bottle, whatever. But it really does help. And the interaction between each other, I give people points for comments on each other's posts just to get the interaction going. Again, so you add up all the points, you give away a cool gift. You can give away a Shaco pack, you can give away a water bottle. I mean, Walmart has like $3 t-shirts all the time. I go in there and buy like every single t-shirt that I can. Once I run out, I go back. Same with water bottles. They have the funkiest little sayings on them. People don't care. Give them a gift. They'll love it. And another time that I give gifts or little prizes is when I see somebody who is absolutely killing it every single day. They're posting, they're commenting, they're, you know, really getting out of the group what you want them to get out of it. So about every week or so, I, you know, give recognition to a certain person. Like, all right, this week, this person has absolutely killed it. They've, you know, put their workouts in. They're up in their weights. They're here. They're with us. They're the winner for the week. Check your mail. This is what you're getting. And again, you can send anything: gift cards, tank tops, coffee mugs, water bottle, Shaco sample, anything. So really, gifts are my big thing, I guess you could say. That's really all I have. If anybody has any questions about anything, short and sweet.
Who wants to be in Amanda's group? I'm like, me, please. I love gifts.
Yes.
I'll kill it in that group.
But I do have rules that if you win, like in the posting challenge, you can't win the next time. That's just unfair.
Yeah.
You know? So the second person in line will win.
Yeah. Well, what I love about it is that you're incorporating like the fourth vital behavior within coaching into your challenge groups. Recognition. It's something that everybody wants. It's something that people are literally like craving. They want to know that they're being seen. They want to know they're part of something. They want to know somebody is like recognizing the hard work that they're putting in, and then they work harder, you know, just like that teacher you had in school that like you never wanted to disappoint. It's sort of that type of thing. And so I love that. I love that you give people points for commenting on other people's stuff, because that's awesome, because it's going to get them to engage more than just like, oh, I posted my crap today, so give me something. Which is going to build those relationships in there, and then people will start showing up more for that. It makes me think there's like, you know, another idea of just creating like those almost like success partners, like within your challenge group. So in the beginning of my challenge groups, just like Amanda, I like to have people introduce themselves and talk a little bit about them. But one of the things I've been doing recently is having them also share a picture of something that makes them happy. And most of the time it'll be like, you know, their dog or their baby or their, you know, or traveling or something like that. But then based on those things, you can kind of see who values what and who would get along with each other, and you can create them as like success partners. Hey, so-and-so is doing this, and then get them to kind of help each other out, or do like groups of 3 or more for that. What else? Anybody else have questions for Amanda? Her groups do really well. How about any questions for Amanda on how she gets CrossFitters to do her challenge groups? Like everybody shook their head. Yes. There's a little info on that.
So I was super duper hesitant to message anybody that I used to do CrossFit with. I mean, the one girl that I had signed up, she's a coach, or was a coach. She just had her second baby's 7 months old. So I don't know that she has time to coach. She does maybe once or twice a month she'll coach. So I was super hesitant to message her, and I just was like, you know what, F it. What do I have to lose? What is she going to say? No. That was a huge, I'm not going to call it a victory, but it boosted my confidence a ton. When she's like, actually, yeah, you know, I don't have time to go to the gym anymore. You know, I have to go get the kids when I get home, and my husband, he wants to go to the gym, and we just don't have time to anymore. And they have particular classes, like their last class is at 6:15 at night. She's like, I'm not even out of work by then anymore. And so she just started hammer and chisel last week, and she's like, oh my God, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And I felt the same way when I did hammer and chisel. I'm like, really, I did CrossFit. How hard can this be? Okay, whatever. I mean, 21 Day Fix is hard. I don't care what workouts you have done in the past. Like, they're going to kick your ass.
I'm on round 2, day 8, and legitimately having a hard time sitting down on the toilet and standing up today. Like, my legs hurt
Because you upped your weights and you're killing it.
I'm like, like, holy crap. And I was like, Ryan, I don't know why it's so hard this time. And I was like, I must just be like pushing myself harder.
You're pushing more energized.
I'm drinking a lot of energized. Actually, you know what, though? There is something to that, Amanda, because I didn't drink Recover. I didn't drink Hydrate or Recover the last 3 weeks that I did Hammer and Chisel, because I was doing the Countdown to Competition plan before I went to Punta Cana. I don't think I was able to lift as heavy. I don't think I was pushing as hard. And I don't think that I was recovering as quickly so that I could do it the next day. Like, that plan really does kick freaking ass. Somebody said, do you require a challenge pack active on Shakeology to be in your challenge, or them to be active on Shakeology?
No, not necessarily. A lot of people do have the challenge packs. Some are totally against buying Shakeology, and I tried to talk about it until not really till I'm blue in the face about it, but I post at least twice a week, copy and paste from the back office about Shakeology, what goods are in it, you know, what it does for you. And I post on my personal page, you know, what things have done for me, just so people can see. And I watched a video that Anita Myron did about the objections on Shakeology, and people are like, it's so expensive. It's $4 a day. And that people already budget out their lunch or breakfast or dinner. So this is just replacing it. And I'm sure your meal is more than $4. But people don't like to see that. They don't like to see that up front. Holy shit, it's $130. Well, how much is your Starbucks? How much is that Coke you just bought? Like, people don't think about it that way. So I don't make them have Shakeology or make them have a complete challenge pack. Most of them have the all access pass.
Would you say recently, though, I don't think that you've had a lot of people that you've signed without a challenge pack?
Correct. I was just about to say, a lot of people, everybody that I have signed recently, all have Shakeology and actually are all continuing their Shakeology.
So what changed?
Me, I think.
Yeah.
Just that, like, I don't know, I'm constant. I talk about it. They see how it, and I'm posting about it in that page more. And they see how they feel. And I'm, like, personally messaging them and not just forgetting about them. Like, how are you doing? How are you doing with the Shakeology? Do you feel different? You know, just to keep their motor going, like, wow, I actually do feel better. And wow, the weight is coming off. And this is what I've done that's different. So maybe I should continue it. So
that is so true. Just peppering it into your challenge groups, reminding people. Like reminding them like, oh my God, I have so much energy and it's because of this. So like, do you guys feel like that? Because honestly, it's because of your Shakeology. Or like, has anyone noticed they're sleeping better? Or like, not to be gross, but has anybody realized that they're pooping better? You know what I mean? Like you ask those questions randomly and then people are like, oh yeah, shit, that is true. That is happening. You know, I remember actually, she's a coach on this team. She hasn't been she's actively drinking her shake and doing her workouts, but she hasn't been actively coaching for a while. And she said something one day on a post on her profile, and I was like, it was like an aha moment to me. She said, have any of you ever experienced like you're washing your hair and you're just like decorating like your shower with like your hair that's like falling out like while you're showering? And that legit used to be me. Like Ryan used to complain that every time he got into the shower, it looked like Bigfoot had just been in there.
Oh yeah, same way.
The walls.
Wait till after you have a kid.
Shakeology, that doesn't happen to me anymore. But it doesn't happen anymore. And she noticed that and she posted about that, and I was like, oh my God,
things you don't think about.
That's true. Or like your nails growing faster or your skin looking better, like compliments that you've received from people, like that you're just like, oh, thanks. You may not even realize it's because the nutrients you're putting in your body. So reminding people that in your challenge group so that they're more likely to stay on Shakeology longer and take care of themselves and be in better health is actually like a super.
Because I used to have people that, you know, would buy the challenge pack and then cancel for Shakeology. And I haven't really had that. I think maybe one person, but she kind of is falling behind on getting started with the nutrition part.
Yeah.
And then I have another person who has like an abundance of it. So hers is kind of on hold. But other than that, it used to be like every month people would just fall off and fall off and fall off. And it's,
well, the reason behind the Beachbody On Demand All Access Pack, part of the reason that they did it that way with the year access is because they realized that when somebody got hit with 3 charges immediately the second month, that's when all the cancellations would come through. But with the All Access Pass, because they're not getting charged anything except for their Shakeology if they're a customer, and if they're a coach, they know they've got their $16 fee, but it's saving them money on Shakeology. They're not as likely to just be like, this just pissed me off, I'm pulling the trigger and canceling everything. So you're actually getting more retention because you're not having that, why did I just get $41, $105, or $15? Like, I didn't know I was getting charged all of this. That's one of the reasons why they did it that way.
Yeah, they're smart. They know what they're doing.
Sydney, how do you get people to post consistently in the app and make their posts public? So do you use the tracker app? It sounded like you were talking.
I don't. I do all mine on Facebook. I am a person I'm not against change, but when something's working for me, I'm really hard to get to change over to something. When they did the health bet, like their first health bet on the challenge tracker, that was the first time I did it. And then I did a challenge group like in the fall on the challenge app, and it was great because it was kind of great and it kind of wasn't, because you can put all your posts in there and they automatically post for you. So that kind of made me forget about it.
Check out.
Right. So on Facebook, you know, I'm on there and I don't know, I'm so against
it. It reminds you to go check in. Yeah. I totally get it. And I think that there's definitely benefits of having our own platform. And then there are some drawbacks, especially within the fact that, like, especially we as coaches are on social media all day. We're on Facebook all day. Most people are on Facebook and getting their notifications and checking in. You're more likely to see somebody just posted their workout and to do it that way. But did you all get a survey today too to fill out from Beachbody?
Maybe.
Okay, so Beachbody sent a survey to fill out. And they have a lot of really incredible ideas and tools that they're going to be adding into the tracker app. We all
Well, I
know
think it's new, so of course.
yeah, I mean, we all know that video is going to be added. They already announced that while we were down in Punta Cana. So they're definitely working on video being easier or a live video feature. They were asking questions in that survey about like social media integration. So maybe being able to post from social to there. Also integration with on demand. So like it will automatically track your workout when you play your workout, like those sorts of things. They're talking about things like being able to actually track your containers and your container system within on demand and within on the tracker, so it's all kind of integrated together. Like how cool would that be able to be to follow not just that like your coaches did their workout, but also like what they've eaten today and if they're following things to a T. Also, what were some of the other things that were brought up? There were some really good ideas in there.
Between VOD and the tracker app.
Yeah, there was just like also getting rid of like, so when you post into your groups, instead of having to like, you know, post your workout or post your Shakeology, being able to just like put your sweaty selfie up and check crap off and put a post up. You know what I mean? So it's not like individual things. You can just check them off at once. What else? There was a lot of, anyways, a lot of really interesting ideas. Obviously, they've probably been, you know, sort of listening to people and what they're saying and surveying people. And I'm sure that the coach advisory board has been like updating them too on complaints or suggestions that coaches are coming back with. And so, I mean, it is the first rendition. It did just come out. So like, obviously they're constantly going to be working on it, but it seems like there'll be some really cool things. One of the things, I don't know if you guys saw that I typed it in the comment section while Amanda was talking, is I love that point system that she's talking about. Like anything where you can add little incentives and stuff like that to get people to actually take the action to do what they're supposed to be doing is going to keep them more involved. I know there's a lot of coaches lately that have been having people do like a $25 buy-in to the challenge group. And then if they track their shake and they track their workout every day with a picture of it, then they get their $25 back at the end of it. So like you've got skin in the game. If you don't, you're going to lose it, which means somebody else is going to get part of your money at the end, right? So like it's not a health bet, but it's something that we can do that works like the health bet, because everybody was posting when it was part of the health bet and they thought they were going to win like a pot of something, you know what I mean? So like thinking of different ways like that you can keep things interesting. I love like the different topics and ideas for posts that she had, again, pointing out the resources that we have right in the back office with those guides that you can use, especially if you're a brand new coach. How easy is that? You literally can go copy the post and put it in your page. But even things like, you know, a little challenge, like a weekly challenge of like, best selfie, or like, you know, I don't know, most sweaty, or whatever it is. Like you can just find like all these silly things to get people excited and fun. And so
I also do like daily challenges, like let's see how long you can plank for, see how long you can do a wall sit for, how many push-ups can you do, just little extra things to see where people can go. And then like at the near the end of the challenge, we'll redo it to see how far they have come, kind of thing. And people are like, oh my gosh, I can actually hold a plank for a minute instead of, you know, it was like 15 seconds. So, and to show them, look at how much stronger you've gotten in just a short amount of time.
I think that's super cool. Anybody else have questions while we're on here? Thoughts, comments? I think that's it. That was awesome, Amanda. Thank you so much for sharing everything that you're doing. I know you kick ass at your challenge groups and you're getting your people results and kicking butt. So that's awesome. I will go ahead and put this recording up on the team page and in the YouTube page. And thanks, everybody.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.